Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here in Santa Claus, Indiana, where there's just sightings of Santa almost every hour, and Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You plays constantly 24/7. While I'm here, I just can't help but think of Q4, right? Q4 really isn't that far away, so I thought it would be a good idea to make a video about all the Q4 prep that's involved whenever it comes to selling Legos, because in the end, we want everybody to make as much money as we possibly can. Let's go. So before we get into the main topic, I would just like to give a huge thank you to everybody that is watching this video. Over the last 10-15 days, the viewership and the subscription rate on this channel has been going through the roof, and I'd humbly like to thank all of you, and I appreciate that. I do have a screenshot of some analytics from one of my recent ones. This was, of course, the stinker video that I hope everybody appreciated the thumbnail on. You could see in less than 12 hours right here, I had over 2,100 views. Let me tell you, that is huge for somebody that has less than 4,000 subscribers. That is awesome. I greatly appreciate it. Impressions click-through rate was 16%. That was really good. And you can see that this video in itself is 1 of 10 when it comes to ranking reviews. It seems like the last, every 3 out of 4 videos I put out, it's a clear winner, and everybody is appreciating it, which is good, right? Because the goal is to put out good content, and in return, you'll go ahead and watch it. So I think it's benefiting everybody, and I would like to humbly thank everybody. So this video is going to be about Q4, and I'm wanting to tailor this video to 2 types of people. The first one is, of course, that new reseller out there who hasn't sold anything yet. And I also want to tailor this to people that have been through this maybe 3, 4, 5, maybe even 8 times, right? And this is just a good refresher and best practices on what to do during Q4, because here's the thing. Our goal when it comes to everything, right, should try to be not to work as much, right? You want to do a lot of prep now, so you end up doing a lot of less work as we get closer and closer to December, right? And that's why we're going to be talking about executing and fulfilling orders. We're going to be going over supplies, what supplies that you may want to consider buying. Of course, I'm not telling you to do this because I don't give it investment advice. And we're also going to talk about how to save as much money as possible, right? So as some people may know, this right here is the type of tape that I use for packing and shipping and all that good stuff. I have used, and I please, if there's one thing that you're going to listen to me on in this video is please do not spend money on cheap tape, right? You get what you pay for. My first couple of Q4s, I bought a case of the cheapest tape, and the tape, I would tape all the boxes up, and the next morning I would get up and go to the post office, and the tape was already off the boxes. So I love the Scotch heavy duty packing tape, right? And you could see it's a #1 bestseller, and it looks like it has 5 stars, which is great. Price is $14.99. Now it's a 6-pack, right? If you wanted to have this sent to you every couple of weeks or something like that, you save an additional 5% off, which isn't bad. And next up is the boxes, right? Now I just have this box up here as an example because this is a box I purchased for something else back in May, right? But I'm not telling you to buy boxes on Amazon, but buying boxes on Amazon isn't a bad idea. I would, of course, recommend shopping around. I got these boxes, it looks like, for $1.59 each, which isn't too bad. It all depends on what size too, right? Like this box right here is smaller than the box that you see on the screen. I think I was able to get this box for maybe 85 cents, right? So do a little bit of due diligence. The good thing about Amazon that I like is that the shipping is free. Now I have gone the Uline route in the past because I've had Tower Bridges and Simpson houses and other large sets, right? And Saturn V rockets, I had a ton of Saturn V rockets. And I just went ahead and I pulled the trigger on boxes on Uline. Now, the thing about that is they do charge shipping too, and the shipping isn't cheap. So if you're going to buy boxes and you decide to go the route of Uline, you want to make sure that you buy everything at once. Don't say to yourself, okay, I'm going to buy these boxes at Uline today, and then I'm going to buy more boxes in a couple weeks. Get it all at once and just get that out of your hair. So I am showing you a printer that I purchased many years ago. You may or may not want to go ahead and purchase this. I know this was a printer that I didn't purchase early on in my reselling journey, if you want to call it that. But this was around maybe 2017 when it came to Q4, and I was printing out so many shipping labels that the toner was running out with the family printer, and my jobs were competing with other family members' jobs and things that they needed to print out. And I said, and I didn't spend $180 on this. I think I spent maybe 120 or something like that. But it really is convenient. And if you're new to reselling and you only have 30 sets to sell this year, then you may not want to get it. But if you have over 100 or a couple hundred, you may want to go ahead and consider pulling the trigger on this. It was just very helpful for me. And before we talk about paper, I just wanted to mention, if you're wanting to grow your business faster than what it currently is, you may want to consider joining our Patreon. The link is down below. We have monthly group chats. I want to say there's close to 40 exclusive videos that you just can't see on the public YouTube channel. You have one-on-one consultations with myself. Between now and when the Patreon was first created, I think we've had around 200 people come through it. So they found it very beneficial, and I hope you do as well. Again, the link is down below in the description. So when it comes to computer paper, and I've only purchased it from Office Depot. I think maybe one time I may have purchased it from Staples. But the deals are really good on Black Friday when it comes to computer paper. And again, I only buy my computer paper once a year. Now, if you're looking to save a little bit more money on computer paper, of course you could go and get some discounted gift cards right here. It looks like you're saving a little bit over 6%, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's covering the tax at least, right? And if you wanted to go even further, you could go and do it through Rakuten right here. I have the Office Depot and Office Max Rakuten page up right there. And right now, they're currently doing 2% cash back. When it comes to Black Friday, they may be doing more. So, you know, when we talk about stacking discounts, the Black Friday deals, discounting gift cards, and going through Rakuten, it's a pretty solid stack. Next up, we have Sharpies, of course. Now, that may seem obvious, and to a point it kind of is, but since we're talking about shipping, I wanted to go ahead and include that. I'm also going to talk briefly about the USPS Schedule a Pickup. This is something that I have immensely loved. Now, here's the thing to it, right? The cutoff in my area for scheduling a pickup is 2 in the morning. So if you are boxing up Lego sets past 2 in the morning and you haven't set a schedule pickup, you're going to have to take those boxes to the post office yourself in the morning. And that's happened to me. It was like 3 in the morning one time. I was like, thank goodness I'm done with these boxes. I can schedule this pickup and then go to bed. Well, I wasn't paying attention to the time and I missed the cutoff. So that meant I had to wake up an hour early and fill my car up. So that's it when it comes to shipping. Now, I do want to just put a best practice out there. So again, we're wanting to talk about working smart and not doing as much work during Q4, right? So this may be a good idea. It came in handy for me a lot is, it's August right now, right? Back whenever I was doing my own fulfillment at my own house, I would go ahead and I would just start boxing up sets right now. What I would do is, and I wouldn't box up every Lego set, for every SKU that I had, and I knew I was going to go ahead and I was going to sell it this Q4, I would go ahead and I would box up about 80% of it, right? And I would just have it stacked up against the wall. I would take a little Sharpie that I mentioned on Amazon. And so let's say, for example, we were doing the Chicago skyline, the architecture set, right? I would just write CHI in the corner, and that way whenever December comes and everybody's buying, you're just going ahead and printing out shipping labels, slapping it to the box, and the time that you're actually doing the work is quite minimal. Another reason why I say August is, you know, you're not even thinking about the holidays, right? So what I would do is I would go ahead, I would put on you know, some movie in the background and kind of enjoy it, maybe some music, and just start building boxes and then putting all the sets in there. The time goes by a lot quicker doing it this way than doing it every day the first couple of weeks of December, because you didn't do the prep that you possibly needed to in order to save yourself some time and some sleep. So that's just one area of Q4 that I wanted to talk about. Those are the tools that I've used in the past, and I wanted to go ahead and share them with you. Hope you enjoy the video, my friends. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, I'm Jim with wolfofbricks.com. Always go out there and get it.